Here's the promise I make to you and the American people. The first bill that I will send to the Congress will be to codify Roe v. Wade.
US President Joe Biden, under renewed pressure over high inflation with midterm elections approaching, said on Tuesday he will sign a law to codify abortion rights in January if Democrats control the legislature next year. Biden's Democrats could lose control of the House of Representatives and possibly the Senate too in the November elections. He is trying to rally the party and its supporters around abortion rights, which were sharply curtailed by the Supreme Court's decision nearly 4 months ago to overturn the landmark Roe v. Wade ruling. If Democrats elect more senators and keep control of the House of Representatives, Biden said he will sign a law codifying Roe in January to protect abortion rights. He said during remarks at the historic Howard Theater in Washington on Tuesday.
I want to repeat it again. The only sure way to stop these extremist laws that are put in jeopardy women's health and rights is for Congress to pass a law. And I've said before, the court got Roe right nearly 50 years ago, and I believe Congress should codify Roe once and for all. Right now, we're short a handful of votes. If you care about the right to choose, then you got to vote. That's why in these midterm elections are so critical to elect more Democratic senators to the United States Senate and more Democrats to keep control of the House of Representatives. And folks, if we do that, here's the promise I make to you and the American people. The first bill that I will send to the Congress will be to codify Roe v. Wade. And when Congress passes it, I'll sign it in January, 50 years after Roe was first decided the law of the land.
Biden also urged Americans to remember how they felt the day the court's decision was announced. During his remarks, the president also cited a part of the Supreme Court ruling that said women are not without electoral or political power, suggesting they could mobilize and elect lawmakers to guarantee abortion rights.
The Dobbs decision, the court practically dares women to go ahead and lead and be heard. One of the most extraordinary parts of that decision, in my view, was when the majority wrote, quote, "Women are not without electoral are not without electoral or political power." Let me tell you something. The court and the extreme Republicans who've spent decades trying to overturn Roe are about to find out.
Abortion bans have gone into effect in 16 states since the court's ruling.
If Republicans get their way with a national ban, it won't matter where you live in America. So let me be very clear. If such a bill were to pass in the next several years, I'll veto it.
Democrats currently have a slim majority in the House and control the 50-50 Senate through Vice President Kamala Harris' ability to cast tie-breaking vote. Passing such a bill could be difficult even if Democrats hold on to their slim Senate majority, as that chamber's rules require 60 of the 100 senators to agree on most legislation.